If you are a chosen one, then you identify with at least 4 or 5 qualities: truth, justice, love, authenticity, and eventually purpose. You somewhere, somehow will figure out what your purpose is while you're still here. Now remember, the world that we live is full of liars, manipulators, gaslighters, abusers, toxic people of all shapes and form. Now, these people come across you and they will first of all notice you're different. They don't really understand why do you seem to be different than other people. They don't know what is going on with you. They don't know what you're all about and stuff like that. And because of that, this is going to create some kind of a very sick obsession. Now, there is also healthy obsession. You can just be obsessed about somebody. I don't know if I can call it healthy, but there's an obsession which is a very toxic kind of obsession. This is toxic in the sense that people may even try to do very horrible things to you and do harm if they can, just because they have got a very sick obsession about you. Now, mostly I say don't take things personal, because you see, the more you evolve, you're starting to understand where people are coming from energetically. Okay, some people are deeply traumatized, some people haven't done work on themselves, some people are going through different stuff. So sometimes you may meet people who are projecting stuff onto you because you're already aligned with who you really are, and they are not. Okay, they haven't started, and some of them are not even going to start anytime soon. Some of them will even never start. And when they come into contact with you, with your energy, they are really going to feel a certain way about you. And this is going to trigger them to treat you a certain way. So sometimes you might hear people telling you things, very horrible things. You might start seeing people or hearing people calling you some labels. They might start doing or saying things that you've never heard about or you never heard anywhere else. Because that thing triggers something in them. You know, there's something in their spirit that triggers them to act like that. And you do not take it personal, because I've told you that you really understand. When you're a healed person, you do understand where people are coming from. Now, remember somebody mentioning, somebody said that I was copying their content. This was like a couple of months ago. Somebody said I'm copying their content. I was very surprised because I've been doing videos for a while. You know, you guys know me. Some of you have just joined the channel. You will know that I've been doing videos on so many different types of subjects, kinds of subjects. So I went ahead to look. I wanted to see this person saying that I copied their content. What content are they talking about? So I had a chance to look at their channel. There was even nothing there. There was not even one video. Now, you see, a lot of times people are going to have a very sick obsession about you. And it is going to manifest in very many ways. I've told you there may be some people who want to harm you. Okay, there may be people who will start working in groups. They want to harm you. They want to do something bad to you because of who you are. They are very much irritated and intimidated of who you really are. And they cannot handle your energy. So it is going to trigger something in them to start plotting very bad things against you. Even some of you in your workplaces, you may recognize that you have been in this work environment, and now you see all these other workmates that you work with starting to go against you, and you just don't even understand why or what is really happening. Some of them, if you're doing what I do, for example, like I've told you, you may see people who are starting to, what do they call that word? They are trying to own what you're doing because they have that subconscious feeling that they should be the ones in your spot. So some of them don't even believe you deserve your spot. There's many people who don't even know how much work you put into yourself to align with your truest nature. A lot of work has been done behind the scenes. And when a chosen person is working on themselves, they normally work in silence. Okay. So it's that sense where you may see chosen ones just surprising people with the results. And people are going to be irritated by those results to an extent that they are going to feel you don't deserve that spot. You are copying them, you're imitating them, stuff like that. And there will not be any proof of that. Now, sometimes as a chosen one, you may also run into people, and it may be a very short encounter. It could be a minute, it could be an hour, whatever. But it is going to be very difficult for people to get over you. People are going to feel like, you know, you guys had a small brief encounter, but it feels like something is drawing them to your energy and they don't know what it is. And however much they try to let it go, or let's say they try to forget about you or stuff like that, is going to be difficult. And sometimes you may also meet people who may maybe even want to sleep with you. A lot of you guys chosen ones maybe starting to become to know that you're a chosen one. You may run into people who will want to get you in their bed. They want to sleep with you. There's this energy that is very, very attractive. It is not necessarily on this physical, because on the physical, yes, you may be just an ordinary person, but spiritually you have an energy that is very attractive, and that energy is going to make people obsessed about you to that extent that they cannot get you off of their mind. Some of them are desperately wanting to sleep with you. Okay, if you're a woman out there, so you're seeing these guys hitting on you all the time, you will say no, they will keep coming back. You will say no, they are going to bounce back and stuff like that. They desperately want to sleep with you. There is something energetically they feel that you have to offer. And it is that energy that they don't see often. They don't run into that energy most of the times. It is very rare and unusual, and it is something they want from you. They may not even necessarily want to be in a full relationship with you, but they may just want to sleep with you, even if it's just a 1 or 2 night stands and stuff like that. And sometimes, because you see where they're coming from, you may sometimes reject these offers. A lot of you guys, the women out there, you may meet guys and you may say, no, I still got things going on in my life. I'm doing some work on myself. I need some more time and stuff like that. All these things I've experienced, these things. You guys need to know that all these things that I'm talking about, I know. I know what it means to be a chosen one. So you may even sometimes reject some people. But rejection is going to be like they cannot take that rejection, and they are going to constantly pursue you because they really desperately need something from you. If you meet some of these, the warlocks, the covens, and stuff like that, you might meet these people who are in little coven groups and stuff like that, evil groups and things, people who do secret things behind the scenes to hurt other people. They may even go ahead and try to make some plots against you secretly behind the scenes. They don't want anybody to know this. That also comes back to the fact that those people are very obsessed. But this is a very sick obsession, And I've told you there is a normal way where a person can just naturally get obsessed about you, but there's also a very sick way to get obsessed about you. And if you do reject anyone, they are going to take it as a threat. How dare you reject me? How dare you say no and stuff like that? Because they're not used to, I've told you, if you're an authentic person, genuine, loving, and stuff like that, kind person, you will say no, and people are like, how dare you? They are not used to people telling them no and stuff like that. So they're going to keep on pursuing you because they want that thing to happen. These things have happened to me, ladies and gentlemen. So there may also be people who are going to try to steal your energy. They want to own your energy. They want to be in your shoes. They desperately want to have what you have. But these people, what they don't understand is that you have walked a journey a very long, painful journey. The life of a chosen one is not a walk in the park. So you guys may see these chosen ones moving up and down a little bit and moving here and there, doing things, and you may think that it's easy to be them. But it is not until you try to be like those people is when you're going to understand the weight those people have been carrying their entire lives. Because not everybody is chosen. And there is some people who can't register that in their mind. It is for them like, okay, so this guy or man or woman is trying to be better than us, so they think they are better than the rest and stuff like that. And some people are going to think it's all about ego. You're trying to, you're a very egotistical person or stuff like that. But it's nothing to do with the ego. It's just who you are. And they cannot understand that. They cannot register that in their mind. So there are even people who are going to try to steal. They are going to do all manipulative ways, secretive ways to try to steal your energy, to try to steal what you have. I have seen people who have copied my content for the longest of time. Actually, the time I realized that these people was copying my content, it was like after a couple of months. I didn't know. It's just somebody who reached out to me and they told me that where do we see your videos being repeated on a different channel? Same title, same style, same signature, same swag, everything. They was just like copying directly from my content, eating from my plate. So that is what shows you a person who is copying stuff from you is a person who is they may be intentionally or unintentionally trying to steal from you, and they will never tell anybody where they have got that stuff or tell anybody where they get these ideas, but they're just simply secretly copying from you. So these are stalkers. It means that those people, they are stalking you behind the scenes. So they go behind the scenes and start picking up your stuff and imitating whatever it is you're doing, your moves and stuff like that, and they are going to present themselves exactly the way you do. So it comes to that sense whereby these people are obsessed. They are obsessed about you. Okay, it's all about your energy. Because if they wanted to copy, they could simply copy from anyone else. But the fact that they are directly copying and trying to imitate everything that you have, it means those people are actually, those are your stalkers right there. So that's how you identify a stalker, okay? They desperately want to be you. So in the back of their mind, they are thinking like they need to be in that spot. They don't know how to create this thing on their own. They don't have their own genuine, authentic creations. They only have to come and create from something that you have already done, okay? Now, the life of a chosen one, like I've said, is full of mystery. It's full of very strange events. A lot of things will be happening around you. You'll be seeing all these events happening around you. You'll be running into people, and you're going to notice a very, very powerful, this is a very powerful obsession they are going to have about you. And this is something they cannot control. They may try, like I've told you, they could even try for days or weeks to forget about you. But you're going to notice that still they're going to come back to stalk you or to figure out what it is you're doing and moving around. Where does he live? What kind of car is he driving? How does he spend his days and stuff like that? And most of the time, they're going to be doing it in secret. So it's how you know that people are secretly stalking you. Okay, they are obsessed. So it's why now you start to hear these things of gang stalking and stuff like that, because it's curiosity. They are doing these things out of curiosity. They want to know more. They cannot come and openly talk to you and ask you how you do things or how you move. How do you know this? Because out of chosen ones, uh, there are people that are very wise. Okay, and I'm not talking about this wisdom that is the knowledge you're getting from the books. So yes, so some of them could have been educated and they have learned some stuff in schools, but there are some chosen ones who are naturally gifted with knowledge and a special type of wisdom, a wisdom that you don't necessarily meet or find anywhere else. You have not heard those things in class. You haven't heard it in your universities. You did not hear those things from your parents. So they have that general knowing of things, okay? Especially when it comes to how the universe works, okay? And those people, They want a piece of that. So it's what causes the obsession, because in their mind they're like, okay, now they're hearing or seeing something they're not used to. They have been used to a certain test, for example, a certain test of boyfriends. And there was a type of boyfriend they used to date. Then they ran into you. And they was like, okay, now I need this kind of guy. Because I have never met a person like that. So they want to have a feel of what it would be like when they would go on a date or even sometimes sleep with you. You know what I mean? That's what I mean when I talk about being a chosen one. It's an energy that you cannot shake away. It's just you. That is who you are naturally. You're not forcing. A chosen one is not forcing anything. They're not putting any pressure on things, and they're just moving naturally and authentically, doing things the easy way. And that is something that a lot of people will never understand. Okay? So be sure, chosen ones, in this video, that you will usually have people that are going to stalk you. You're going to have people that are going to be obsessed about your energy, very, very obsessed, to a sense or to a degree that it is going to start being visible. People are going to start fighting against you for nothing. You haven't done anything wrong. You haven't talked to them. Some of them, you don't even know them personally. But they're going to get obsessed to that extent or degree where they are going to feel like they own you. Even some people that you have never met, even some of the people you have not spoken to, you have never been really close to these people. They are going to have that feeling that they own you and stuff like that. So when you get to that sense, ladies and gentlemen, you need to know what to do. Okay. Some of those people have got very bad energy. When you notice a person is obsessed about you, you have to keep your distance away from them. Okay. Because if you decide to bring them closer to you, that obsession is going to become hurt. So they're going to find a way to hurt you because they want to get rid of you and get you out of your spot. That's what it means to being a chosen one. Let us know what you think about the video in the comment section below. You guys know I do love and appreciate your support. Please book a session if you want to. You may donate or support my channel if you want to. Everything you need, you will find it in the description below. And until then, I will catch you guys in my next one. Denzo Moses signing out. Much love and blessings. Peace.